Yo, what's up, sports bettors? I got an early MLB bet for Monday. Sometimes the best betting opportunities, the biggest line discrepancies, are when sportsbooks first post odds for an upcoming day. Found a really good play, gonna run you through it. Let's get into it. So on Monday, we got 11 MLB games, and my first bet is for the Rockies-Pirates game. So I explain this in every video, but really the point of these videos is obviously I want to give you guys profitable bets that you can tail, but more importantly, it's to educate about profitable sports betting. How do you get an edge? How do you beat the books? Right, so my first bet is from the OddsJam positive EV tool, and the play I'm on is right here. So I'm on the Pirates -1.5 run line. So when you're using OddsJam, you basically just select the sportsbooks you use. So I'm currently in California, and Fliff is one of the only sportsbooks that's legal in California. So I have less options available. But what you're going to notice is the bet in bold and in green, Pirates -1.5, is the play with value. So I've been able to find a lot of profitable bets on Fliff recently. So I have a play on Fliff in this video. So there's various ways we can think about this bet, think about, is this a profitable play? First, you can just look through the market, right? So the average price, the average odds on the Pirates -1.5 is +130. We're getting +145 on Fliff. Right, so that's pretty good value. We're getting 10 cents of improvement from DraftKings. From BetUS, we're getting 25 cents of improvement. From Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook in the world, as well as from Stake, we're getting 17 cents of improvement. Right, so as a sharp bettor, you're always looking for value. Right? If you think about being an investor, what does an investor do? They look for value in the market. They look for underpriced assets, right? It's kind of the same thing in sports betting, but what makes it pretty easy to find sharp bets in sports betting is all these books have different lines from one another. So essentially every sports book, all of these books, they're all data points telling us where a line should be set. And the average line is +130, and we're getting +145 on Fliff. So this is a clear discrepancy, a clear bet with value. So this is a play we want to go with, right? But we can also get into the math behind this play. So first, I hit this bet for $250. I'll show my bet slip at the end of this video. I like to show that I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Again, in these videos, I'm literally just showing you guys what I'm putting my own money on. So what's so powerful about sports betting is your returns. So this percent column, it's also just your profit margin, also referred to as the edge on your bet. So the profit margin of our bet is 3.97%. Right? And I hit this for $250, which you can see right here. So the profit margin of our bet in dollars is $250 times 3.97%, $9.93. So this is the profit margin of our bet in dollars, right? You just multiply your edge by your stake. So we have a 3.97% profit margin, $250 stake, $9.93. Is the profit margin of our bet. So what's really powerful about sports betting is, right, you have to remember, this game is going to be over in 24 hours. So I say this in other videos, but it's so important to understand. It's why I love sports betting, and most importantly, why you can make a lot of money sports betting, is because your returns in sports betting are daily. In general, you're going to be betting on games. Sometimes it's a little different in the NFL, but in general, you're betting on games that are today or tomorrow, right? You're betting on games within the next 24 hours. So just think about it. If you can have a 4% ROI on all of your bets, 4% in a month would be 122 or 120%, assuming 30 days in a month. 4% times 30 is 120%. So that's why sports betting is really powerful. Right? If you're betting $1,000 a day, you're going to have an 122 or an 120%. I don't know why I keep saying 122, but you're going to have an 120% ROI. Of course, there will be some variance, some ups and downs, but over the course of a year or a month, I apologize, you're going to have an 120% ROI. So that's why sports betting is really powerful. So the next thing, if we want to get into the math a bit more, so our bet's profitable, that's all cool and all, but how do we get these numbers? Right? So essentially, you have to think about how sportsbooks make money. A lot of people, they'll ask me, I'll get emails, whatever, hey, we're getting better odds on Fliff, but why does that mean this bet is profitable? Right? But what you have to remember is sportsbooks make money by charging a spread. This spread is called the VIG. Right? So essentially, DraftKings, they have a 20-cent spread baked into their market, +135, -155. BetUS has a 20-cent spread. Pinnacle, known to be the sharpest bookmaker, they have a 13-cent spread in their market. So if you think about how does a stockbroker make money, right? The same concept is this is how sportsbooks make money. They're dealers, right? They're dealers of bets. So how does a stockbroker make money? Well, a stockbroker makes money by saying, hey, I think this stock is worth $10.50, so I'll buy it for 10, I'll sell it for 11, right? They charge a $1 spread. As in this example, I'll buy this for 10, I'll sell it for 11 because I think the price is worth $10.50. So it's the same thing in sports betting. The way that every sportsbook works is essentially they have models, right? So Pinnacle Sportsbook, they have a model that says, hey, this is what we believe the odds should be, and then they bake in the vig. So what I mean by that is if a stockbroker is like, hey, I think this stock is worth $10.50, they're not going to buy it from you for $10.50. They're going to buy it from you for $10, right? They give you a worse price. And if if they're trying to sell the stock or you want to buy the stock, they're going to sell it to you at a higher price, $11, right? So it's essentially the way that sportsbooks work. They bake in a spread. So in the case of Pinnacle, their model is saying that the true line, this is a market with no vig, no spread, so we're just removing the spread. So it's kind of like if the stockbroker tells you, hey, I'll buy the stock for 10, I'll sell it for 11, they think the price is worth somewhere in the middle, around $10.50. So it's no different in sports betting. You just want to remove this 13-cent spread, and that gets you the true price for Pirates -1.5 and Rockies +1.5 with the vig removed. So according to Pinnacle Sportsbook right here, Pinnacle, known to be the sharpest bookmaker in the world, if you remove that 13-cent spread, what they're saying is the true price, the true line, right, is +133.39. So they're saying, hey, our models, right, Pinnacle Sportsbook right here, their model is saying that the Pirates, the true price of the Pirates -1.5 is +133.39. So then they let sports bettors bet at +128, worse odds, right? And in this case of the Rockies, the other side of the market, so this is a market with no vig, right? The plus number should be equal to the minus number. This is a market with no spread. So in the case of the Rockies, +1.5, the true price is -133. And then Pinnacle is saying, okay, we'll let you bet this at worse odds once again, -141. That's how sportsbooks make money. They have models that spit out true prices, and then they bake in their vig. This is how every single sportsbook makes money. So essentially, according to Pinnacle, which again is known to be the sharpest bookmaker in the world, they're saying the true line, right, for the Pirates -1.5 is +133.39, and we're getting +145 on Fliff. So we're getting better odds than the no vig odds or the true odds or the fair odds, whatever, however you want to think about it. And you can reach out to me, of course, if you have any questions. But essentially, it's just like that example. If a stockbroker says, hey, I'll buy this for 10, I'll sell the stock for 11, they think the fair price, right, you got to remove the spread, is the midpoint, $10.50. So long story short, the way you can kind of think about sharp sports betting is, let's say there's a stockbroker who says, hey, I'll buy this stock for 10, I'll sell it for 11. And then your friend is like, yo, I don't want this stock anymore. I'll give it to you for $9. Well, you should take that trade with your friend, right? He's giving you a stock for $9 that the market is pricing between $10 and $11. So it's kind of the same thing here. We're getting the Pirates at +145, and this is arbitrage to Pinnacle as well as BetUS, right? This is outside the market. We're getting so much value that you could place your bet on Fliff and BetUS and make a risk-free profit, or Fliff and Pinnacle, right? You're not supposed to have the plus number greater than the minus number, right? That means arbitrage exists. If you can get equal and opposite outcomes, in this case the Pirates -1.5 and the Rockies +1.5, where the plus number is bigger than the minus number, you can place equal and opposite bets on both sports books and make a risk-free profit. That's called arbitrage betting, right? There's a betting tool for arbitrage right here. But we're not talking about making risk-free money off sports books in this video, although I will include a tutorial video about arbitrage in the end screen. So long story short, according to the sharpest bookmaker, the true line is +133. We're getting +145. So we're getting improvement, we're getting value, we're getting better odds than the true odds, the no vig odds, the true odds, fair odds, according to Pinnacle, right? And then if you look at BetUS, every sportsbook is slightly different. So BetUS has their market +120, -140. So we removed the vig, and the true price, according to BetUS, is plus 128.33. Once again, we're getting plus 145. We're getting improvement. We're getting better odds than the true odds, right? So according to BetUS's model, this play, Pirates minus 1.5, should be priced at plus 128. We're getting plus 145. So we're getting better odds than the true odds according to BetUS, according to Pinnacle. And you can do this for every sports book. So Stake has their market plus 128, minus 156. So according to Stake, the true price on the Pirates minus 1.5 run line once you remove the VIG is plus 138.94. We're getting plus 145. So according to every other sports book, you can do this with literally every other sports book in the market. According to every other sports book, this play is profitable at plus 145 because when you remove the spread, you're getting better odds on Fliff than the true line with the VIG removed, according to all these sports books. So on DraftKings, they have this plus 135, minus 155. The true line would be plus 142.84. Once again, we're getting plus 145, which is better value. So this no VIG odds column is kind of a weighted average of sports books. The sharpest sports books like Pinnacle have a higher weighting. So this is just the no VIG odds, the true odds, according to the entire betting market. And when you're using OddsJam, all of the plays, all of the profitable bets, these bets in bold and in green, you're always getting better odds than the true odds. It's kind of like if you thought an investment was worth $1 million and you're able to get that, whatever, you're able to buy your house for $900,000, you think it's worth $1 million. Right? It's kind of the same thing here. According to every other sports book, this bet on the Pirates run line should be priced at plus 135.65. That's the market consensus. And you're getting plus 145 on Fliff. So that's crazy value, right? And I've explained this before, but it's really important as a sharp sports bettor to have as many accounts as you can have, right, as you can possibly get, because you never know where the value is going to be on a given day. Sometimes there's a lot of profitable bets on Fliff. Other times there's more value on DraftKings. So here you can see there's some tennis bets on DraftKings. There's some plays on this new sports book called Cut. There's plays on Parlay Play. So the more books you have, you never know which book is going to screw up and offer value on a given day. So the more books you have, the more profitable betting opportunities there are going to be. It's really that simple. So long story short, locked in this bet, $9.93 in profit margin. Again, these videos are supposed to be educational. Try to explain why I hit these bets, everything like that. Don't hesitate to reach out with questions. Here's my bet on Fliff's Sportsbook. I say this all the time in these videos. I'm just showing you, for the sportsbooks that I use, where I'm finding value, where I'm finding an edge. Hit this bet for $250. Let's make money.